The main video being as long as it is, I didn't have time to put all the best answers in there. So that's what this video is. The best, funniest, and most extreme answers I got. What is your opinion of Trump? Same opinion with all other black people. He is fine because he refused homosexual. This one's a doozy. About Trump. He's also an image, but at least I'm actually able to follow him in his actions. I'd say he's done a good job trying to limit the US intervention around the world, has uncovered the corruption and degeneracy of his opponents, and has allegedly boosted the economy. But at the same time, he's a literal caricature, is obvious incompetent on a political level, stirs trouble seemingly for no reason, and worst of all in my opinion, his actions cover so much of the world news attention that third parties can abuse the lack of attention and proceed with shady action. Spot on. Still though, he makes a great meme source. That he does. What is your opinion of Obama? Same opinion with all other black people. A chill dude if you look away from the war crimes, to be honest. Based! It's funny that Obama is seen as a very nice president. He sent NATO to bomb my country. 12-year-old me spent sleepless nights scared of it. Thanks, Obama. What is your opinion of America as a country and of Americans as a people? America is a nice country and I dream of living there, but also it is a source of many bad things that happen in the world, like homosexuality. With the Africans, homosexuality being bad came up a lot. America as a country has this culture of neglecting Africans when it comes to problem solving, but will always be quick to help Asian countries in solving their problems. Example, we the people of Eastern Nigeria have been fighting for independence from Nigeria since 1967, but America has never offered us any help, but instead they keep talking about corruption in Nigeria, as if they care about Nigeria. But in China, America is always supporting Taiwan to be independent from China, and also supporting Hong Kong in their quest for independence. South Sudan fought for independence from Sudan for more than 3 decades, but America never cared to help them for their quest of independence. Southern Cameroon has been fighting for independence for more than 10 years, but America never cared to give them any form of support. Part of Somalia has been fighting for independence, and no form of support from the United States. The list is endless. Americans are always laughing at Africans because they think Africans are dumb. Africans are not dumb, but the colonialists formed most of the African countries by themselves and created unworkable countries that can never grow without breakup. See, a lot of people from first world countries, they didn't like America's foreign policy. They felt that we meddled too much in other countries' affairs. But when you got to the countries that desperately need help, they complained about us not doing our part to step in and help them. There's people in countries that literally want us to invade and free them. That's not just some bullshit propaganda. That is the real opinions that people from these poor nations hold. They want our help. America as a country is somehow great because of the school system and some other things. Students can wear any kind of clothing to school as long as they do learn something in school. Lockers and hallways are something I want at my country school, but not rich enough to afford it. I don't have much opinion on America as a country, so that's all. As for Americans as people, every living being deserves rights. I've seen Americans body shame fat people and they choose to solve the problem by doing some kind of support thingy. I don't know, but they went overboard to the point where they decided to fix designs of fictional characters that they don't like the original design and make it uglier. Supporting fat people should be done by preventing others or justify fat. It's just an appearance and doesn't play any important role in order for the people to do something. I can't tell if he's pro or anti body shaming. One cool thing about Americans is that yeehaw is a word made by them that cannot be translated into any other language. Yeehaw! 10. Basically the only country that I'm prepared to give my life defending, apart from Israel. What is something your country does better than mine? The diversity part. Indonesians are very polite when it comes to race. I mean, we are very racist, but we're somewhat aware of it so we can take them as jokes, you know? We don't make a great deal out of it. Some of these comments I just wasn't ready for. I would say tolerance. It is true that my country hates gays, and we are religious as fuck, but we are not radical. Gays go out into public, they prepare their parades and so on. In the USA, you can find news of shootings in gay clubs, homophobia, even religious groups that hate gays. Something my country does not have because we are busy surviving day to day. No time to hate others. Apparently hating gays is a first world problem. Or having time to hate gays is a first world problem. If you had to move to another country, which one would you choose and why? Canada, because it's the land of the freedom. It's a cosmopolitan country. Yeah, fuck you, Congo. What do you mean it's the land of freedom? I'm just a little butthurt by this comment. America's known as the land of the freedom, not Canada. I don't know how that happened. This is probably one of my favorite answers of all time. I think America, because I'm a fan of Madison Beer, and I want to meet her. So sign up for the green card lottery. I hope you make it here and meet her. Mars. Earth filled with old people. They didn't want to go to another country. They just wanted to get the fuck off Earth. Relatable. America. Texas Bridge City farm life, shooting hookers, banging guns. Something we can all agree to. Who won World War II? US. Saved us big time with the nuke. You're welcome. The bad guys. I'd rather live in a Nazi dictatorship than this bullshit timeline. Do you need a hug? I'll give you a hug. Bring it in. I grew up during the Cold War, so I have this ingrained hatred of Russia. Some call this patriotism, while others call it brainwashing. Is there any country or group of people you hate for a similar reason? I don't particularly hate any countries, or tribe or group. I lived through a genocide myself, so I understand it's not good to have prejudices about anything. Shout out to that guy. Since I'm a mixed individual, Mayan and Creole, when I was very little, I was basically criticized for my skin color, which was fair compared to others. This happened because they knew my father was dark, so they tried to bully me without success. We keep on coming on as words describe what these are, but we are getting any closer to the truth. I used to feel that I should hate white people, whom could be anyone with clear skin, for they were the ones that installed colonization, thinking that there is one culture or one race or one group of people that is pure or inferior to others. If you know, the Maya is losing their culture slowly due to the influence of the Western culture, but primarily by the Spaniards who tried to destroy our culture prior to now. However, I realized hate would only make me the same as them. I think fear of how powerful others are from us is what drives us to make wrong decisions. So I want to make peace with my innermost quality. Hope it makes sense. It does make sense, and you deserve a pat on the back. I'll bash the French until the day I die. I don't hate them, I just like letting them know they suck. France, you do suck. Yes, Albanians. In our case, I wouldn't call it brainwashing per se, because people have a genuine reason for the way they feel. Many have lost family members, and unlike the Cold War, this hatred stems from actual conflicts and tensions. Tensions which were present way before the war in 1999. But yes, today there's a lot of hatred both ways between us and them. I think although justified in some strange ways, I've lost lots of family myself, and I'm from Kosovo. Grew up during the bombing. I wish people on both sides would first give you a shot to get to know you before they decided to hate you. I think more so than war, what caused this were the riots in the 2000s, where some Albanians burned Serbian churches, houses, attacked people in their homes, and so on. Literally hundreds of thousands of people were suffered in all these events during and after the war, so yeah, it's a problem that's here to stay for us, unfortunately. You can leave this out if it's inappropriate, but one of my cousins was in 2003 taken by Albanian rioters in the middle of a random field and impaled on a spike simply for being Serbian. So yeah, no matter how open you are to the shapes your opinion of people, whether you want it to or not, this is something I understand and completely agree on. Hatred is not derived from ignorance like most people think it is. Hate is usually formed through experience and exposure, for better or for worse. What is humanity's biggest threat? If we never colonize space, it's game over. The Earth isn't gonna last. It just isn't gonna last. From the fact that the sun will absorb it to the fact that we might get hit by asteroids. All our eggs are in one basket. We need to expand as a human race. In my personal opinion, this is probably the smartest answer, at least for this question, maybe for the entire project. Shout out to that guy. Ecological meltdown due to an increasing population that keeps consuming higher and higher in the hierarchy of life, predation, and energy. Me if Hollywood butchers yet another good book or franchise. How do you think your nationality affects your worldview? I had the opportunity of experiencing homelessness at the end of apartheid. I was a minority and homeless in a third world country. So now that I'm here in the US, it absolutely has, especially being told I have white privilege by people of all races who've had generations of family and friends rest easily in a safety net. They don't even know how lucky they are to be able to say those words, having never experienced some of the things that millions experience daily of all races. I don't believe in nationality. We are all human scum. Based! What is your opinion of the UN? It's useful in certain cases, but the UN does whatever Washington decides. An example of that is the illegal invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan. The UN voted against it, well, we already know what happened. The UN has good intentions, but the USA decides what to do, and it's a shame. Sounds like someone's jealous. Since it's a semi-global government, I think it does not belong to exist. There should be more or less centralized international bodies to watch over the world peace and international treaties and relationships affairs. And since the UN can be easily manipulated, there's another reason why, in my opinion, it should get rid of. Example, China's influence. Just like the WHO, anything influenced by China should be nuked. Without being too cliche, it's quite literally an Illuminati-esque organization that is run and funded by the most elite among us. Membership coming at the price of human decency. What is your opinion of China? That's a sensitive question. France? Most Vietnamese don't care. Japan? Most Vietnamese don't care. America? Most Vietnamese love America nowadays. Vietnamese actually do not hold a grudge against anybody. Besides China. Fuck China. Vietnam, I love you. Capitalism or socialism, and why? Capitalism, because attempting to establish systems approaching capitalism has resulted in some of the most prosperous societies on Earth, while attempting to establish systems approaching socialism has universally resulted in misery, poverty, and repression. What I think we should do is people that want to live under capitalism should get a free plane ticket to America. Those that want to live under socialism get a free ticket to a country that has actual socialism. Get fucked, losers. I can't really answer the question regarding capitalism and socialism because first, I don't really care, and second, I have no idea what they are. I envy you. Well, those were some of the more interesting answers I got that I didn't really have time to go over in the main video. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, did you like that video? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or I'll steal your dog.
Hey, that's my dog.
No, it's not.